Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Akashic Adventures. I'm here with my fellow Indiana Jones devotees. Where I don't know where that came from. Viviane Heller and Diana, welcome. I want to welcome everybody, and including those who are going to be watching the replay. We're happy to have you, even though we don't know anything about you.
Gerald, you're making me laugh already.
Yeah, yeah. Pat's been talking. Gerald's been.
Yeah, right. Did I
we
ask this
have
question in the previous
one of the
slide?
best
It's so
hosts
funny.
as the best chatter today. Is
Yeah,
Gerald in the
yeah,
chat?
yeah. And so, hi, Gerald and Annie Bear and Venus. I've got your just a second. Chat's popping really fast. So, just a reminder, people, don't put your questions in before the show starts because,
They go
yeah,
away.
they go away. They go away. We can't find them, and it just makes it really well. Plus, it's really unfair to the people who show up, who aren't here half an hour or 20 minutes early.
That's true. We wait for you to
Like,
all
that's
be
not
here.
fair. It's just not fair. So, oh, you're not getting reception. Okay, fine. All right. See you later,
hi.
Gerald. Thank you
Hi,
for
Kelly.
dropping
The
by.
mystic next door is here too. Lovely to see you.
And yeah, nice to see you, Kelly, and Rossi and Leah and CJ, who is a new member on my channel. And let's see who else. Angela Hunter's here. Oh, look, there's Viviane. Diane G's here. So always happy to see Diane G.
Yeah, Diane is lovely. And it was lovely to see her reading with you. I really enjoyed it.
Angela, I've got your question. Just a second here. I'm just trying to go back to 2:00 because before 2:00, well, it's a long story. If you use StreamYard, you'll understand kind of what I mean. And
thank you, Annie.
Okay, I got Maureen's question and I got Kieran's question.
Yeah, we're taking 8 questions today. Because again, we have we have Angela. Angela, we've got your question. It's okay. You didn't have
we have room we have room for one more. So let's see.
Hi, Stephanie. Rooted Willow wants a message from her guides.
Rooted Willow, lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. And so, we have 8 questions.
Okay, you know what? Stephanie's at the same timestamp, so I'm going to add Stephanie. All right. And
if we have time, we can go to the other 2 at the end, but we can't promise. It's going to depend on how long the readings will take. But stick around because you may benefit from listening to messages that
because these aren't others. That's an excellent point, Viviane, because these are not general messages, okay? Like they're not, but sometimes the wisdom, the information can be helpful for you to have some insight and some guidance in, even though it's about somebody else, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to do the roll call so you guys all know who's in the list. So take your little notebooks. Venus, Leah, Angela Hunter, Kieran Agarwal, Maureen D'Amico. Oh, Angela Hunter's in there twice. Okay.
She posted twice, but I believe I only clicked once. But maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, that might have been me. Okay, sorry.
So,
okay. Maureen D'Amico, Rooted Willow, and Stephanie.
Always find a way.
Oh, we're back to 8 questions again.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm happy about that.
Actually, we have. Did you get CJ's questions? Because he didn't have a question. I didn't see a question. It was marked because of being a member. So we have room for one more question. So where you
what happened to CJ's question?
No.
Oh, I see.
Member. So Stephanie, we have, right? We have Stephanie.
I have Stephanie. That's the last one I have, and that's at 2:00.
I have room for one more. So let me see who posted.
Who's after 203?
I saw a couple. Let me see. Okay.
Hang on just a second here.
Mhm.
Hi, Pamela Batchelor. Welcome. No, Diana is not simulcasting, Rossi.
Okay. She will be
I
soon.
goofed, but I now have the ability.
Well, she didn't goof. She didn't goof. But it's a complicated process. Who's this?
Okay.
This is
Jacqueline has a question. So we
Donna.
have 8 questions now.
Yeah, there's one before Jacqueline's at 202. Viviane, past life, please.
Okay.
From
So
Donna.
let's keep them included since I included Jacqueline, and then
Okay. Okay. All right.
get
So
to
we've
it.
got 10
So
questions.
now
We're gonna
questions
have
are closed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rossi, it's a complicated process. Well, complicated.
Mhm.
It needs some hand holding. It's not something that I was able to figure out on my own. I had some help, and I am pretty competent technologically speaking. So it's not something that I would expect anybody really to be able to intuit. Well, no, not just especially you, because it never would have occurred to me. I got some help, and so yeah.
I can help you too, Diana. We need to schedule some time together and
But
do like a practice.
I do have it. I do have it working. StreamYard now can get my stuff.
Yes.
My camera and thank you, Sally. Honest, everybody knows who Sally is. Sal Rod's in the chat.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
Sally.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh my
Sally.
gosh. She thank you. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. She did it for me. And I mean, we worked on it for a long time together because she was trying to teach me. But that's so difficult when you're not sitting right next to each other. Because it's back and forth, from this to that.
And you're
so it
seeing
was
different
impeding her ability to look things up. So once I got out of my way and hers, she discovered that I had pop-ups blacked, and that's what the whole thing was.
Oh,
wonderful. Okay, so
and you know how long that's been going on?
Yeah,
months.
So now the process is how to let my channel know where to take me from to put me there live. So that's
we'll do that after. I'll work with you after the show, and we'll get that set up for you so that you don't have to worry. It'll just happen. Trust me.
We can do a practice run too.
That's great. Maybe it can happen for the dream show tonight, because
if you have a
here, those who go to the dream show, the times have been changed. It used to be 9 p.m. Eastern. It's now going to be 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So
Eastern. So 4 o'clock. So right after this, you have to go there. Oh, okay. So yeah, we probably won't have time to set that up. It's going to take a good half hour. Okay, we'll try though. Okay, so once more, the roll call. Okay. Venus, Leah. Where's my cursor? Okay, not just the one on my face. I hate this. Okay. Okay, Venus, Leah, Angela Hunter, Kiran Agarwal, Maureen D'Amico, Rooted Willow readings, Stephanie, Jacqueline Anderson, and Donna.
Wonderful.
Because I saw a couple of questions in chat about who was on there and did they make it. So yeah, 4 o'clock Pacific time. That's right. That's the dream show.
Yeah, and I mean, I've blocked them years ago, so who thinks about it, right?
Okay, let's start with Venus. And I think that's great that it's you that gets the question, Viviane.
Oh, actually, we have to do our pre-reading rituals.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'm a little off.
It's all good. It happens to all of us.
Thank you for reminding me. I really appreciate that. Okay. Calm and center yourself, Linda. Okay, everyone, 3 deep breaths. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so this group, consisting of the people here now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay, are given the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them in this moment. I'm going to read that silently. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy fields of this group to receive the records of their soul. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Question.
Sip, sip.
Okay. Is this
Viviane,
okay.
here's a
Hi,
question
Venus.
for you from Venus.
I love that picture. May I please have a message from my spirit guides that I need to know now? Sure. A message from the masters. Okay. I saw the Akashic Records book opening, and then I got the message that they want you to go with to spend some time going within, just be still and quiet and spend more time. I see you outside now, sitting close to a tree. And then I heard again, you are on your journey, but remember, go within more often. My right ear just started vibrating as I said that again. It's more, even more now. I just heard work on your self-confidence. And then I heard the more you know who you are, the more confident you get. You feel about owning that. Oh, you're sitting outside right now? Great. Okay. And then I heard again, like, get to know yourself. And my ear keeps vibrating as I speak to you. My right ear. I just saw you with your both hands grabbing some, dirt from the earth, and then pressing that onto your heart space. That was, I guess, another way of saying connect with nature, connect with Mother Nature, ground your energy. So I hope that was helpful, Venus. Thank you for being here. Yeah, get to know yourself and work on your self-confidence. We can all benefit from that, going within and connecting. So thank you so much.
So you have some feedback from Venus. Lovely feedback.
Thank you. Yeah, we love getting feedback from you guys. Thank you so much. And hi, Emily. Emily just came in.
Yeah. Hi, Emily. I'm sorry. Questions were closed by like 3 minutes after, as usual. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but and hi, Sunnyland. Haven't seen you here before. Unless you're someone familiar with a different name.
Yeah. Hi, Sunnyland. I'm not familiar with Sunnyland.
Yeah. Okay. Next is Leah. Diana, would you like to ask that question?
Sure. Hi, Leah. I hope everything's great. May I please ask if I was ever angelic or will be? Thank you. Love you all so much.
Love you too.
Now, my child, sit down. Relax. What is it to be angelic? Of course, you're angelic right now. Were you angelic in a past life? You were religious. You followed the rules of your covenant. You can go back even farther as a Vestal Virgin. In Egypt, you prepared bodies by removing the organs and putting them in their little esophagus. The urns that went with the sarcophagus. For the kings, queens, and their court members, the pharaohs. You held a secret code. They're showing me a key. That you had methods that were spiritually connected. That you kept under lock and key. You were innovative and somewhat of a rebel. But what you had broken away from in that antiquity and in that original method improved medicine for those who were alive. The treatment of the body after death was just as important as the treatment of the body during life. For you took it with you to the afterlife. They're telling me Khufu. In the reign of Khufu. And from there's been a life as a monk. There was a life as a little girl running on the prairie. Were you angelic? Yes. What little girl isn't? That life made you strong and resilient, able to take it and hand it out. For as generations went by, you never lost faith. It's something you carry with you still. The ground you stand on is hollow. Not hollow, hallow. It's hallowed ground no matter where you walk, as is with many of your brethren. Whether wearing a veil in a convent, a robe in an abbey, or a toga in Egypt. And they're extending the hand with a key. And they want you to have it. And a message. Wow, it was beautiful.
Yeah, notice her thumbnail image there is Egyptian. And
I didn't even think of that. The Eye of Horus.
Yes, and someone wrote in the chat, protocol. What is it, Harum? Or was that? What was something you're trying to? I think it was related to what you're saying. Let me see if I'm gonna find that comment.
There was the comment from Sunnyland about getting chills.
Yeah,
and that Leah was a powerful being.
And how beautiful to do that. So it was really an important, a beautiful, sacred role. Okay, this. Is that what you're trying to say? Or
it's a band called Procol Harum.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with
It's
that.
an old. It's from me and Diana's time.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Lighter
That's
shade
an
of pale.
interesting name.
Turn a wider.
Yeah.
Shade of pale.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had some other ones.
Light, fun, fantastic. Can't. Yeah. More later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We didn't want to get lost down the old band's trail. Okay.
Oh yeah. Then you'll never get that whole.
Never get
that long ago.
No, but they had good music. So those those of you who are interested, go and check it out because it's a really good tune.
Okay. I heard about Wider Shade of Pale. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Gerald, that long ago.
It was long ago and far away. Okay. Thank you for your question, Leah. And thank you, Diana. And now there's a question from Angela Hunter that I will take.
Mm-hmm.
Did I share a past life with Moy? And has my soul contract with him in this life ended or been fulfilled? Or insight from the masters about what else is needed to fulfill it? Thanks. Okay. Oh, good. Angela's here. So Moy is a person's name. Okay. I just want to clarify that. I have that correct. That Moy is a person's name. Well, the first thing I get is that you've had many contracts with them, with this individual. This isn't your first go around together. This isn't your first incarnation together. It's maybe your, I don't know, 10, 12. It's a complicated relationship. And each of you is a really good teacher for the other, which means that it may not be a comfortable relationship like in real life, because each of you is teaching and learning, like you're teaching and learning, and learning is not always a comfortable experience.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just leave it at that. It's not always a comfortable experience. It may be, I get a lot, a certain amount of friction. It's a complicated relationship for sure. Contract ended, been fulfilled. Well, if the sorry, I got distracted. Leah, you're so funny. I got distracted. I'm sorry. The thing about soul contracts, okay? You do the best you can in the relationships that you're in. You do the best you can to be a loving and compassionate human being. That doesn't mean you should be a doormat. And it certainly means that you need to set down boundaries and look after yourself and do all of those self-care, mental health things. All right. So just because you don't have boundaries down, for example, with an alcoholic, does not mean you're helping them. It means you're enabling them. Okay. And, or any other kind of an addicted person. And sometimes people cannot be reached. And perhaps the lesson in there is that it's important to put on your own oxygen mask before you try to help another person. And sometimes the lesson is, when do you stop trying to help? Sometimes the lesson is, at what point do I stop burning myself up in order to keep them warm? So sometimes the lesson, they've got their own lessons, but yours is about your own. And Diane brings up an excellent point. A soul contract doesn't always mean it's serving our highest good in this lifetime.
Yes.
That's an excellent point. So whatever the nature of your soul contract, your job is to make sure that you're doing the best you can for yourself in the moment, in the relationship. That doesn't mean that you turn around and say, I'm not washing any more dishes. Well, I mean, unless there's like absolutely total weaponized incompetence on the part of your spouse to never lift a finger around the house, which is a different kind of lesson. But you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you don't cooperate with people. It doesn't mean you don't try to work with people to accomplish something. It means that you have boundaries. I can't remember. I saw this. Maybe it was I think it was in the members chat. Someone said, givers have to have boundaries because takers have none.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And I think that is a really profound statement on a whole bunch of different levels. So If this is the question of a divorce or a death, okay, then clearly something's been ended. And so, what more could you possibly want to do? Or, that kind of a breakup. And the thing about soul contracts, see, they're not going to tell me what it is. I mean, if you thought that the masters would tell you, yeah, no. The thing about soul contracts that we have is that you take what comes to you and you deal with it. Okay. It's not like you have to learn this and you have to learn that. And they're not going to tell you, okay, well, you didn't do a very good job about learning compassion. So you have to go back to this person until you develop compassion. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. Live your life and don't concern yourself so much with soul contracts. They're telling me this. Live your life with joy. Try to be in harmony with the people around you. And if you can't achieve harmony, remove yourself from the situation, because then it becomes harmful. Don't concern yourself with the soul contracts, because you don't have the perspective to understand it. Okay, now that makes sense to me. You don't have the perspective to understand it, so don't concern yourself with it. Live your life as best you can in joy and harmony. Create joy within yourself. Seek joy out. Know yourself. Know yourself. Get to know yourself a little better than you do. Love yourself a little more every day. Take good care of yourself. Show your love to yourself. Buy yourself a little treat occasionally, just as a gesture of love to yourself. That's what I have for you.
Wow.
Angela, it's not in fact, it's an outright refusal.
It's a powerful message.
It's a powerful message, and it's absolutely a refusal to answer your question.
Yes.
They did it very lovingly. The masters did it very lovingly and politely, and with a great deal of a great deal of love for you, Angela, and a great concern for your well-being. So, but they they won't answer. I'm sorry. I can't make them do it. I can't do a thing with them today.
It's interesting that they say you don't have the perspective to understand it yet.
I found that really interesting too.
Yes, this goes through. I think that's partly why it's a good way to illustrate also how many times we are asked a question and we don't get anything because if you're not ready to learn that, or perhaps it's not relevant, they will not tell you.
Yeah, they just won't say. They just won't say, and usually they just will show sort of random images. For me, at least, my experience has been that I'll just get random images.
Yes.
That don't make a lot of sense to me, and they don't want to say anymore. So yeah, in this particular case, Angela, you got a whole lot of insight, and so don't concern yourself with fulfilling anything. Don't look at your life. The message to me is really clear. Do not look at your relationships as a series of contracts with terms to tick off. These are whole, real people that are connecting with you, hopefully, on some level. There's a connection, and engage that connection and be there like fully be present. And if it's unpleasant or harmful, get out of Dodge. Nobody's making you stay. Listen, I have stayed in relationships far longer than I should have. So I'm speaking partly from experience and partly from what the masters are telling me. But if it hurts, or if you're being hurt in any way, get out. It's not going to get better. And it's not a question of contract. The contract may be that you learn to look after yourself better. You don't know, because you don't have perspective. So when it hurts, get out. Okay, Viviane.
Okay.
Next question. I mean, I really hope that helped, Angela, because wow.
Okay. Hi, Karen. You're asking what you need to know for this lifetime. It's a big question. So they may say a few things, but I don't think they'll tell you everything you need to know for this lifetime. Okay. So, and you have a little bit of feedback from Angela there for your message, Linda.
Yes, Annie. Valerie's prayer knocked my socks off, because I had gotten so many visions while she was saying it.
Oh, you want to share some of that?
I can't. It was on the show with Marina.
The Shine Your Light.
Shine Your Light. Close the show with an
beautiful.
Akashic read for
Yeah.
Meditation, and Akashic meditation, and it was long. It was about 15 minutes or so. It was very good, and the visions just kept. So it was good.
Good.
I heard you need to love and value yourself, Kieran. And I just heard the people will push you and push you until you set boundaries. They'll continue to push you until you have boundaries, or at least, or if you already have them, strengthen them. I just saw the word limits. I heard you are here to become wiser and stronger. I'm just getting words for this one. I'm not seeing any images. You came back to continue to learn. Take good care of yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others. I just got that at what age you do something, the age that you do something, or that you accomplish something is not important. It's important what you do and when exactly. So if someone, oh, this person is so and so, is whatever my age, and they have this, and that, and did this, and that, focus on you. I just saw the words grow and evolve. And I just saw love yourself again. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl just came in. I saw the word limits again, Kieran. So I think they're reminding you to set limits, set boundaries, and don't be pushed around by others. And that's part of loving yourself too, to have that. So I hope that helped you, Kieran. I say hi to Jennifer too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hi, Jennifer, and thank you, Kieran, for your question. I see Leah. Leah said there's so much bird sound she had to turn her phone down to hear if it was live. Well, I'll tell you what's happening with my budgies is they hear the wild birds in Michigan in Diana's backyard, and they're calling back to them.
Yeah, out there right now, there's about 3 red-winged blackbirds, so you hear their lovely song.
Yeah, I love red-winged blackbirds. I remember them from the prairies. It was really wonderful. It was really wonderful. It's a wonderful song. Don't hear them so much on the West Coast.
It was, yes, you did see Groucho come flying over here. Grizzly was barking at the cat. Gloria has to join in. And Groucho figured, oh, I'm going to take my chance now. Go sit with her. And that didn't last very long. Grizzly could see her. I was trying to hide her behind my head, but then he wanted to get her. But the cat was out there now in the dog pen, so that made it better. He went chasing after the cat. And Groucho flew back. Hey, Maureen, how are you? I hope everything's improved. May I have a message from my Akashic record for your future? Okay. Okay. They're showing me the little child with the nickel in the hand that wants to go to the candy store. Expect a new temptation to be coming your way. But don't spend that first nickel. Save it because there's a toy you want. This toy is a little bit more expensive because it's in the adult arena. You're really funny today, guys. They're showing me a horse with a saddle. Oh. Okay, they're showing me that you had a life as a prospector. You had a life as a prospector. And in the beginning, every time you found a little nugget, you went off and spent it, and then you needed to find more nuggets, and times were lean. You didn't always find those nuggets. But surprise, surprise, one day you did hit it rich, strike it rich, as they would say. So this horse is loaded up with, the packed goods that you need to stay on the trail, to go panning. And then they're showing me you following this creek. And then entering the cave and finding a vein. Able to keep it secret. And surprise, surprise, you were a woman. And they were all shocked to find out. You posed as a man so that they would leave you alone. Something about you wanting to go back to where you were then. I'm trying to see what state this is. I can't really tell. It's very difficult. It's the hot summer, so it's very difficult to tell. You're not in Utah. I'm not sure where you are, but something is coming your way, something about prospecting. If you haven't already started to make plans for something, that's what's going to be coming. And you're going to be able to go forward. I hope that's helped.
Thanks, Diana. And thanks for your question, Maureen. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah, it was like you had quite a handful. When you found that strike, when you found the creek that took you to this little cave, your hands were full and you were able to follow through and get everything, successful the way you would think of it as success when you're working so hard.
Good for you, Maureen.
Yeah.
And not everybody can achieve that.
Well, and I think that the basic lesson is work hard pays off, but if it comes, in one pocket and out the other right away, you don't have to learn that lesson. But I think it's just stick with the plan.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a question from Rooted Willow, who wants a message from her guides.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on this show, we don't usually do messages from guides, but I'll give you a message from the masters if you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, message from the masters.
Keep in mind, Rooted Willow, that the Akashic Records masters have a unique perspective. They're solely concerned with your spiritual growth. So they don't really care what you do for a living or where you're living. They don't really care about the usual kind of day-to-day stuff that we're concerned with. Our survival, right? They're concerned about our spiritual growth and whether we're progressing along the path and what we can do to support ourselves. Now, I say that, but I mean, you guys remember how many lectures we got from the Akashic Records masters about diet, right? And about going out and having fun. So that's interesting. Hang on a sec. First of all, they acknowledge and offer you recognition for the efforts that you're making to better yourself. These are good things. You need more fun in your life. You and everybody else need more fun in your life. So you need to go and you need to have a good laugh at least like once a day. You need to find ways to create joy in your life. You seem very serious. They're telling me you're too serious, and you need to find some more joy and laughter, and to create it within yourself. I get that you have a lot on your plate right now, and that you have many demands. You have many demands on your time and energy, and that's the masters are saying that that's a matter of your choice, and perhaps not all of it is absolutely necessary. And that it's just as important to find time to relax and just enjoy yourself. Just to be in joy, you know? Plants are really good for you. Go spend some time in nature. Go spend some time just sitting under a tree and breathing. Or maybe spend some time with animals, just being still around them. But yes, you'll feel better. You'll feel better. That's all they've got for me. I hope that helped, Rooted Willow. Sorry, let me just. Yeah. Appreciation and recognition for the work you're doing on the path. Because you're working really hard. And maybe a little too hard, and that's the message. Don't work too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, constantly in nature, but you'd rather be still. Yeah. So take the opportunity to be still whenever you can. Somehow that's important to your joy and to your growth. Isn't that interesting? They've linked joy and growth. That that joy it's not just gratitude, it's also joy. But then if you're grateful, you're probably pretty joyful too. So yeah, try that. I'm happy that helped, Rooted Willow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. You said that at 5:55 when we talked about joy and growth together. So I just want to point that out. And what is this light going on you, Diana? What's going on over there? I see this bright light. Are you close to a window?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like,
Right
oh, it's
there.
getting brighter and brighter. Okay. It's nice though. I was just curious.
Well, see, I try to get out of it, but at this hour of the day,
no,
there's no getting out of it. Soon I'll be blinded by the light.
Ah. Most misquoted lyric in rock history.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Viviane, it's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Viviane, I'm a little lost. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I'm going to give you Donna's
Oh, okay.
question.
Hi,
Okay,
Donna.
there we go.
Thank you.
Because she would like you to answer it.
Excuse me. Thank you. So, okay, you would like to know about a past life. Great. Um,
Thank you.
We have the best chatters. We really do. You guys are really funny and really insightful.
Thank you, Rossi. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it is true.
Oh, I do. Cheers. Tea time.
okay, I'm asking about a past life that will be interesting for you to learn, or that is affecting you now, Donna. And the first thing that they're showing me is I see like pastry dough being rolled out. Like I don't remember the name of this. Yeah, I guess it's a rolling pan, right? So it's as if I'm facing this, and I'm the baker, and or the pastry chef, and I'm doing this now. So let's see what else they show me. Okay, now I see like a cookie cutter in the shape of a heart, and it's being used now to do the cutouts of this dough, heart shaped cutout. So this dough. Oh, now those hearts cut out are placed on a baking sheet, and I'm trying to understand why they're showing me this. I see the oven being open, and there's like this pink mist that comes out of the oven, and then you place the pan in the oven. Yeah, pastry chef. Now I see the holding. I don't know what's called when where you put the like icing that bag that you start like drawing things or making the different shapes with it. I forgot the name of it. A pastry bag maybe. Icing bag. Let's see. And I'm hearing that you did that with so much love and joy. There was like a meditating process for you. That creative part, that action, you just loved. Why you did. And that people used to tell you, "Oh, you're so talented," but it was, and you felt like, "Well, anybody can do this. I'm not talented. I just love doing it and I practice." But it was um, that joy and that love that put you in that zone and that space that everything just flowed so nicely. And I want to ask more about this life that you would like to share. saw the word France, so I guess you did that in a past life. Okay, you have not baked in a while, so I guess you did that. You're pastry chef in France. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm understanding from this. Well, why would they be showing me the word France without being for? I guess that's the reason they showed me the word France. And they should just show me the Eiffel Tower to confirm, yes. And then they're saying that love transcends. So when you, if you have, may not be baking, but when you're doing something like that with so much love and joy in this lifetime, that may not be necessarily baking, that if it gives you that I would say almost like the benefits of meditation, and you also affect others around you, being in that state, or like being back then when you baked, it was the beauty and the joy and the love that you put into what you did. Whoever purchased the pastries and ate them and all that, there was a way, that they also enjoyed that aspect of it, the love that you put into it. And you worked, you did that for many, many years because you loved it so much. So you're not looking forward to, okay, I want to retire and I want to, no, you just loved what you did so much that you wanted to continue on. Choose on left leg, do things out of love. Wonderful. Simple things can bring the love. Yeah, that's exactly it. Beautiful. I just saw someone kneading. I don't know if you do that too, but I guess this was another way of showing that, doing when you create something, you do something with love. Then if you need a sweater, then the person that receives that and starts wearing that also receives that love, that essence that you put into making it and creating.
Yeah.
You got up early every day to do what you loved, and you had no end in sight. We'll do this for as long as I can. I hope you enjoyed this message, and now I want pastries. And please share, ladies, whatever you got, because I could tell by your expression that you were also receiving.
Donna says she has chills on her left leg. I do things out of love. Simple things can bring that love.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed that.
I'm still focused on the pastries.
Yes, and it was so beautiful.
That's what I was going to say. Oh my God! Before, I don't know if Donna was already here or not, but as we were starting this show, I saw somebody kneading flour. Getting it together, squishing.
Yes.
Pastries, bread, something.
Nice. That is so cool because I saw the I didn't see that part, but I saw it being rolled out like with the rolling pin. So you saw the beginning of that. So cool. And pastry chefs in France are so talented, and it's wonderful.
There's like so France, right? There are bakeries every 2 blocks. But you have to remember that one of them is the bread baker. And so there's all different kinds of bread, like from the floor to the ceiling, racks and racks and racks of different kinds of bread. And also there's a different baker, a pâtissier.
Yes.
Wait. And also, so that's the boulanger, the guy who sells the bread. The pâtissier makes pastries, but there is a cake bakery too.
Yes.
Okay, so these people are all highly, highly specialized.
Yes.
And the only place I had a sort of mediocre pastry was at the airport.
Yeah.
Okay, and it wasn't even bad. Okay, it was mediocre. Everywhere I ate was.
Yes. And
Now, mind you, breakfast for two is 30 euros, but who cares? It's freaking Paris. And this was 8 years ago, so I'm sure it's not any cheaper now. But still, yeah. Sorry, I just got distracted here.
Too, because they do that with so much love. Yet it's beautiful. It's artwork what they're doing with their basically it's edible artwork, right? So
it is art. Oh yes, it's art.
Art.
I want to welcome Jennifer Mullen, who's a new member. I just got the notification. Jennifer, welcome. And we'll see you on the Discord chat. Send me an email and I will send you the link. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, Donna's had gallbladder and some. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Keep moving. Diana, I'm going to give you Jacqueline's question.
Okay. Is there a prior experience with my mom? Okay. For this one, they're bringing the big book, the one that travels on the glass shelf, suspended from chains. Yes, you have had past lives with your mother. There's been role reversals. There's been family standing reversals. There's been friendships. It is as if you have this long-standing facade. It's surmounting. They're showing me people climbing up and getting to the top. When you get to the top, there's these they're rubies. And they're not chips. They're faceted stones, but they're small. And they're just cascading down towards you. These riches are the droplets of blood that bind you together. It glistens like jewels. The problem is that you take turns getting trapped behind a facade. This facade is a shield, but just as you can fall off the ladder climbing up, you can't play the game of jumping over a facade where you're going to fall. In fact, you only learn how to behave by the way you are treated in the lifetime you share. And it is like a game you play with each other, like leapfrog. Sometimes you're climbing up, sometimes you're bouncing down. To break the cycle, The lesson of the life needs to be learned. The lesson of the life is not to pass on everything, not to pass on all that you have felt, not to pass on all that you are treated as you are treated. To change that, that breaks the cycle. It has to come from a deep understanding within, from the shadow work. No matter which one of you is in the pattern that needs to be doing the shadow work, you must do the shadow work. The shadow work is what's behind that facade. Don't try to leap over that. Don't try to outdo that. While you're back there in that shadow, understand, take a good look at what it is you hide. What is it that's surmounting? And not in a game way, but in a talent. There is a talent to learning how to say, oh, I'm so sorry. And we as people, no matter how hard we try, forget. We're in a moment, we're in physical pain, we're in emotional anguish, and we forget and take it out on somebody. We can blame everybody, where we all go through it. The sad part about it is, if we've all had such shitty lives, for lack of a better word to use, especially the childhood parts, why can't we break this cycle? Why do we turn around and do it without realizing that's half the problem? The other half is you learn from what's been done to you. So remember to copy the things you liked, to change the things you didn't like, and to understand discipline. They're closing the book, they're putting it back on the shelf. And the last message is keep faith. Keep faith. And they want you to feel a pat on the head. So there's something inside of you that when this is truly understood, you're going to feel angelic touch on your head. End of message. Okay, Jacqueline, I see what you're saying here. And sometimes that's what it takes, hon. You know, it's how you break it. And in the solitude, in the loneliness, they will see that. If they're a narcissist, it takes more lifetimes. So, but I hope that helps. Stay in your own light. Stay in your own faith. You will get past this. And like they said, remember what you liked. Don't copy the things that hurt. And understand that some stuff comes for discipline. And sometimes what our parents went through as discipline, we don't know. You know? So,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we don't know.
Because they want to forget it. They don't talk about it. They just think that especially in the old days. That's the old way. That's the way it's done. My father beat me. I'm going to beat you. Corporal punishment.
Annie's recommended a book that I've read,
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's an excellent book, and I highly recommend it as well. It was a really healing experience for me to read that book. So,
Yeah, it's a good book.
There were people that came in while we were all reading here that I didn't say hi to, and I just want to acknowledge that Truth Wave Meditation came in, and
Yes. His name is Victor. Hi, Victor.
yeah, and others who, and Super Thought, and Teresa White. So thank you for being here. Now we're on the last question, which is from Stephanie, and is my question, and she would like a message from from the masters. Okay. Okay, and there's some new people here, so I want to say there's very little on YouTube on about there are very few Akashic Records readers, and so in this show, we like to focus on Akashic Records, because if you want messages from your guides, or if you want to talk to your departed loved ones, to your deceased loved ones, there are mediums, there are tarot readers, there are all kinds of people who can give you that message. You have a very wide variety of very competent readers to choose from. But when you want Akashic Records readings, there's a very limited amount of choice. So we feel kind of strongly that we should stick to that. So Stephanie, I am going to give you a message from your Akashic Records masters, okay? Well, from the Akashic Records masters. Some people think, this is something that I should actually look into, because some people feel like they have the same masters talking to them all the time, and so they're like their masters. But I'm not so sure that that's true for me. I don't actually pay attention. I just listen to what they're saying. I don't have a real clear sense of who they are, because it's not something I ever focused on. So Stephanie,
it's usually a cacophony.
Yeah, basically.
And who speaks up the loudest?
Hi, what a lovely day, and welcome. And I see you've got a question, but questions are closed, but that's a really good question. They want to know, are gatekeepers guides also Akashic keepers too? I don't know what gatekeepers guides are. I've never heard that expression. And that's a really good question. Come back next week and make sure you're here when we start, because as soon as we open the show, questions are filled by like 3 minutes after 2. Okay, I'll answer this first. Okay, never mind. I'll just answer this first. A message from the Akashic Records masters for you, Stephanie. Keep doing what you're doing. Look after yourself. Make a focus on looking after yourself. Make a focus on making sure that your body's needs are met. That your needs, your inner needs for things like companionship, loving friendships, that your connections are solid. The connections you have with the people around you, that's what they're talking about. The connections that you have with the people around you are solid. And if they're not, either heal it or end it. And you're another one who needs more fun. You need to create joy. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, Stephanie, otherwise your question wouldn't be there. So you heard me talking earlier to other people about creating joy and how important that is for your growth. So create some joy in your life. Do things that make you feel happy. If you like to sing, go sing. Nobody cares. Like, sing alone in your car. And don't worry about what you think it sounds like. If it makes you happy, sing. Something about singing with you. I don't know what it is, but they keep talking about singing. So, yeah, I don't know what that is, but they keep talking about singing. It's not just music and listening to good music or playing an instrument. They keep talking about singing. So if you don't sing, maybe join a choir. It's an easy introduction to singing, and it's very rewarding. A community choir, not like a church choir necessarily. You don't have to go to church every Sunday to be able to sing in a choir. Just join a community choir. What else do I want you to know? You're making good progress. You're you have excellent compassion. They've never said that to anybody. You must be special. They've never told me that about anybody else, that you have excellent compassion. Work on your boundaries. Yes, well, that would go hand in hand. Empaths and compassionate people. Yeah, that would go hand in hand with that. So there you are. That's your message from the Akashic Records Masters. And here's Sal Rods. Hi, Sally.
Hi, Sal. I also want to say hi to Garnet, Teresa White, and
Garnet and Barb P.
Yeah, Denise was here earlier too, and Barb P. Hi, Barb P. I just saw you.
Definitely don't let that stand in your way.
Yeah. Like if you like to sing and I keep hearing yap, 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 sing, 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 this funny little voice in my head, and it wasn't the parrot, okay? It doesn't matter whether it's like, do you have to be the best ever to do something? I'm not the best ever knitter. I love knitting. I'll knit anyway. I don't like, I'm not doing it.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Go sing. You're waiting for permission, honey. Go sing. Okay, that ends today's questions. I'm going to ask Diana if she will be so kind as to give us her weekly blessing and clearing.
I sure will, gladly. So we're going to close as we began. Let's receive 3 breaths and hold them at the top. Please place me in a steady stream of divine white light for all of us, the divine white light of guidance and grace. Michael, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. There's a message coming in for everybody. We will get through this. Feel the shift. Embrace your fear, but also understand how to care for it so it doesn't take control. So mote it be.
Thank you. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Hmm.
And now I'm going to say the closing prayer, but stick around because there's some announcements that are coming after this, okay?
Sing a song.
I saw
Sing
that.
it loud.
Good for you,
Sing
Rossi.
it strong.
Yes, that's a good point, Teresa. If we have to be the best ever at anything, we would never accomplish anything. It's true. We're not doing it as a competition. We're doing it because it brings us joy. And who cares? Like, who cares, really? If you're really crippled by that, Stephanie, then sing in your car.
I sing in my car every time I'm driving.
In my car all the time too. So
Jace did it.
nobody can hear me, and there's a nice echo, and I feel good.
I feel good.
Yeah.
I knew that I would now.
Oh, I did. Okay, so closing prayer. I would like to close by thanking the light for the truth. I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy. And I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and compassion towards our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the records of this group. The records are now closed. So, to get to the announcement.
Okay.
We have a big treat for you guys next week. Next week, we're going to have Gerald on as a special guest.
Yes.
He's only our second ever guest. Our first one was Val for the anniversary special, and we don't do this very often, okay?
You've been on twice.
Val's been on twice, that's right.
Yeah, and we had
But she
Ali.
was our first guest.
Then we had Ali, and then we have Gerald. Ali
We never had Ali. When did we have Ali?
It was a while ago, yeah. Ali joined us, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The days that I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's a special thing, okay?
Let me give you a hint about singing. Gerald, yay. But let me give you this hint. Everybody who's going, sing in the shower. Because once you get that echo chamber, which always gives you confidence, because everybody sounds good in the shower, take your hairbrush and stand in the mirror, turn the water on, and sing. Sing to your heart's content. That's all it takes. It just takes practice makes perfect. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I couldn't help it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And the other thing that's good about the shower is that you hear yourself, so you hear when you're off key, so you can correct yourself as you. Well, never mind. Okay, you can just have fun. You can just have fun.
You won't need to correct yourself. Your voice kind of falls right in the right spot. That gives you confidence to try when you're out of the shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had a very musical family, and I had Sister Doloretta.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa.
Oh, Sally, I'm glad you sing all the time. My earbuds fell out into the spa.
Yeah.
I sing and dance a little every day. It's fun.
And everybody, please, a standing ovation for Sally. She worked very hard for me yesterday and got me started.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it right today. So.
But thank you, Sally. Yeah.
YouTube had just approved my camera and me and everything. And I tried to post for this show and I blew it. But that's okay.
That's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We'll do it like right after we've done, and right after the show is over. So yes. So show up next week, please. The announcement will go out either later today or tomorrow for the notifications, and mark it in your calendars. Gerald reads the records differently than we do. Like, he uses a different way of accessing the Akashic records. And so we'll be talking about that. So you'll get an insight into like what happens from our point of view what we experience and what it is for us. So, but we will be doing readings. Yes, we will be doing readings. It probably won't be 8 questions. It'll probably be like 5, but because I think it's important. I think it's important for us to be able to reach out to other members of the community who access the records differently. You know, there's no right way.
Yes, it is his. It's different method. Some people use prayers. Other people, so he has a different. He doesn't access the way we do with the prayers that we do, but you know, he is accessing the
his access. Well, we'll let him tell the story next week of exactly how this all came out. But it's very interesting, and I hope you're all there. And Viviane, what are you going to be doing in the next couple of days, next week or so?
Oh, first I want to say hi to my mom because I didn't in the beginning, and it's her birthday today. So,
hi, Mom.
Oi, mãe, and feliz aniversário. I sent her a message earlier, but I want to say a happy birthday, feliz aniversário. And today is Tuesday, so I'm hosting on Tuesday our Akashic Adventures when Gerald is joining us, so I'm looking forward to that. I usually have on Mondays and Thursdays a live stream. I simulcast with John Beanie, and it's 11:30 a.m., 8:30 Pacific, and 4:30 p.m. UK time every Monday and Thursday. We're off this week as he's traveling, but we will be back on May 5th, so that will be posted on my channel. So coming up soon. But I'm looking forward to having Gerald join us. It will be a lot of fun. Yes.
Thanks, Viviane. And Diana?
The Dream Show is going live earlier. So at 7 o'clock Eastern time, we'll begin tonight. And
in half an hour.
Pardon me?
In half an hour.
Yeah, in half an hour. So I'm going to say goodbye soon.
Yeah, we're going to say goodbye.
Thursday, White Dragon and I are on. And then I think I'm doing mediumship with Allie after that. So Paul, White Dragon, and I will be on with Allie. And I think that's at 2 o'clock Eastern. Don't quote me. Check her channel for time in her live column. And then on later on with the mediumship. And then next week, well, you know, and I'm on again next week, Thursday. So
nice.
With Terry holding your space.
Oh,
I really enjoyed what you and Valerie shared during the Shine Your Light event last Saturday. So please, everybody, watch it. It was a really, really fun, really interesting conversation. So check it out on Heart Center Tarot's Marina's channel.
Yeah, she has a good channel.
Okay, girls.
Okay,
we're closing the records.
Yeah.
We did. We already closed the records, and Diana gave. Yeah, we've done all of that.
No, I thought Diana did the clearing.
Yes, she did.
The healing, and then you closed it. Okay, I spaced them. I didn't think of myself.
Okay. Yes.
Sorry. She can't think.
It is entirely possible for me to forget to do that, but today I did not.
We forgot to start.
I forgot to start. Yeah, not to close. Let's see. Okay, so Thursday, the 1st of May, Pixie will be on my channel as my guest.
Oh, nice.
And we'll be making an announcement. I'll be making an announcement about something special that's coming up this month. And Diane G has started her channel, and her first show is going to be on May 4th, which is Sunday at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. I don't know what that, but in the Philippines, it's on Monday, and May the 5th is Children's Day. That's not something that we celebrate in North America, but it's a big holiday in Asia. It's a big deal in Japan and in the Philippines and some other countries. So she wants to do a special Children's Day show. That's Sunday, the 4th of May. That'll be her first live on her channel. So please go and subscribe to Diane G's channel. And Diane, you better post your channel the way you post all the rest of ours all the time.
Yeah.
And make sure you put that in your little calendars. Thank you, Millie. I appreciate that because I know she wouldn't be willing to do it. Okay. So thank you all for being here. We're going to go. We're going to love you and leave you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Mwah.
Thank you, everyone.